In the whole A's Stadium debate, Howard Terminal is often portrayed as a sleepy, unused piece of property. But those who operate here every day wanted to show us that's not actually true. This is what Howard Terminal looked like in March, nearly deserted. But this morning, this is what it looked like, with trucks lined up as far as the eye could see to pick up and deliver containers being stored in giant mountains at the facility.
Howard Terminal is not just a vacant parking lot. We have operations here which are ongoing, which are critical to our success to be able to move cargo.
Those who are using the terminal say in the last few months it has become a vital staging area for truckers picking up empty containers and returning with local exports, especially agricultural products from the Central Valley. They say without this space, these containers would be clogging up the main port, and they wonder what will happen if this land becomes a ballpark.
And that's the $12 billion stadium question. Where does all this go, right? That's the question we want to have answered. We think that we deserve answers, and we think the public deserves answers too.
But in 2 days, the Bay Conservation and Development Commission, or BCDC, will decide whether to remove Howard Terminal's port use designation, meaning it can be used for other purposes, such as a stadium and mixed-use development. The Oakland Port's executive director, Danny Wan, says that would be a better use of the land.
It is very, very bad for a port to have empty boxes sitting on your port, because that's not what the port is supposed to be used for. It's supposed to be used for transport of stuff.
The BCDC will have to decide if there is enough port space without Howard Terminal to meet projected growth to 2050. If the answer is yes, the stadium can probably go forward. But the current operators say they're concerned about what will happen to the rest of the port once the redevelopment begins.
I think the vision feels that if Howard Terminal were to become John Fish's dream, then where does it stop? You know, then you go next door and you keep moving down the waterfront. So, you know, eventually the port will dry up, and we can't have that.
At Howard Terminal, John Ramos, KPIX 5.